Hey guys, what's up? What is up? Kuya Jason with Our Life in the Philippines. I'm out of breath. I just got done pulling this cable. So if you watched the last video, I was having issues with the electricity here, and we come to the conclusion through a lot of your guys' helps and comments, the wire, the main wire coming to the house is only a 6-gauge wire. So I contacted the power company and they're replacing the 6-gauge wire with a 2-gauge wire. I had an electrician come out yesterday. Let's take a look at this wire here. Oh yeah, that's a lot thicker. That's about the size of my pinky there. That's a 2-gauge. You see how small that little wire there is? That's a 6-gauge. So I had an electrician come out yesterday and do some voltage drop tests. And with the power on, the power at the meter is 230 volts. The power at the house is 230 volts. Obviously, it's not gonna change if there's no load. The power on the hot water tank, which is where the hot water heater, which is originally where the problem started, was 230 volts. Now it is a 7,000 watt water heater. When you turn the water heater on high, you would have to turn off all the ACs, and it would dim all the lights, and it would even kick on my emergency lights. So we did a voltage drop test. So the voltage would go from 230 to 202. So that's a voltage drop of 28, which is roughly what, 14.5% voltage drop. From my understanding, you should not exceed 3% voltage drop. Now, most appliances in the Philippines are the inverter type, and they do allow for fluctuations of between like 250 to 220 voltage. So they are designed for that because the electricity is so erratic here in the Philippines. So hopefully by upgrading this wire from the 6-gauge to the 2-gauge, we won't get that 28 volt voltage drop. And hopefully I'll be able to run multiple air cons and the heater and an air con at the same time. So stay tuned for that. They just got here, so like I said, I had to run down to the meter and then come back. I helped them pull the wire. So according to their measurements, they're saying it's 112 meters from the meter all the way down the road, coming up over into the house. 112 meters. So total price was $24,400 for the new wire, which really not that bad because wire is pretty expensive. It is aluminum wire. So he's working on it now. Looks like he cut the power. No power in the house. He said it'll only take about 30 minutes. So we'll see. Stay tuned. All right, guys. I'll be back. So one thing about working with the power company versus... Let's see if he gets that on there. One thing with working with the power company versus
Internet transfer to another phone?
is there enough Yeah,
internet.
yeah. Yeah. That's actually not even our internet. So I was saying, one thing about having the power company come versus hiring somebody, they did not allow this bamboo pole that originally we had. So I did have to go and buy an actual metal steel pole and have that installed today. So we did install that. I'm gonna have to get my tree trimmer, I think, and trim some of these branches here. Yeah, there's a big difference in that new wire versus that old wire. Definitely. All right. So he's got it connected over there. One thing I realized, the wire at the house, that yellow and that green, those are only 6 gauge, but they're copper. So they will almost equal out the copper and the 2 gauge. And we're only talking about 12 meters. So there shouldn't be any voltage drop between there and there. The voltage drop was occurring from that 112 meter run. So he's getting that installed. So he's checking the power connectors, and the main power was actually loose. This one, the main breaker, the 100 amp, was loose. So he said that could also attribute. So he's going through.
Pintas breaker yun. Maganda to.
Oo nga sir eh. Di lang maayos yung mga naggawa.
So the price actually included that box right there. I see nobody else has a box. So now I have a box. That'll be for the meter. See all these meters, all the neighbors here, but I'll have a box. All right guys, it's been a long day of installing that new 2 gauge wire. And so far everything seems all right. No flickering, ACs, run multiple ACs at a time. And I'm actually filling up my bathtub, and I've been monitoring the water heater. Usually it would turn on, off, and you just would not get hot water. And so far, it's pretty hot. I would say it's 104. Not super hot, but that's really not the type of heater that you would use to fill a hot tub. But so far, so good. Also, did get our shower curtains up. I know that this one doesn't match exactly these two. This is actually from the other bathroom. I thought it was gonna match, but it doesn't. So eventually we'll get different shower curtains. Also, I had an electrician come and upgrade my plug and my socket. Those are both 20 amps, even though this is a 30 amp heater. And then I need to still install a ground, but that'll be next week. But at least this plug does have the ground. Oh, and the power just flickered. That is because the hot water, or the pump kicked on. It's a 1.5 horsepower pump. Yeah, I mean, this water heater is just a beast. 7,000 watts. It's been running for about 25 minutes. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we did get the 2 gauge wire installed, 112 meters versus the 6 gauge. Also, the electrician found some loose terminals in my breaker panel. He tightened all those up. So we'll see how it goes. This is the Philippines, man. So see, the light just came. That's the water pump just kicked off. This is the Philippines. At night, you actually lose power. The power goes down. When he tested the voltage at the pole, it was 239. So, you know, 240, 230 is what you want. So, we'll see what happens. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time. Peace.